Taoyuan Jing Si Hall, 150 people came together to make 6,000 vegetarian zongzi. In China, Tzu Chi volunteers from Dalian clean up Hehua Mountain's camping ground. Welcome to DaAi Headlines, I'm Simon Gan. Thank you for joining us. The Dragon Boat Festival is just round the corner. In Taoyuan County, Taiwan, the Jing Si Hall was turned into a vegetarian zongzi making workshop, where 150 people came together to make 6,000 of this delicious snack. Let's join them there.
Taoyuan Tzu Chi volunteers are making vegetarian glutinous dumplings, and in 2 days, 150 people came to help.
唔通哦，做较要紧哦。你吼无做嘛是会疼，啊做嘛疼，啊所以还是爱听听做。
我昨天就来学。
I just learned it yesterday and has been a lot of fun, so I thought to come again today.
Originally, the volunteers only planned to make 400 zongzi for the firefighters to thank them for their hard work. But then it also became a charity sale to donate the funds to epidemic prevention. And thus, it quickly became 6,000 zongzi to make.
The leaves need to be boiled and washed. After rinsing the glutinous rice, we still need to prepare the ingredients a day ahead. It includes chestnuts, lion's mane mushroom, king trumpet mushroom, and vegetarian meat. We want everyone to enjoy it.
Some buyers came to the Jing Si Hall to purchase the zongzi, while some volunteers personally delivered the delicious item to the borough head office.
我们送6棵树种，好，祝福大家6大顺。
You care about the community so much and gave us so many things for the holiday.
The Taoyuan Fire Department also received the same love for the holiday.
It's hot, that is so great. You're so thoughtful to deliver hot zongzi ready to eat.
The love and care we receive from Tzu Chi will be passed on to society for sure. We will be able to provide better care for the community with this extra love we receive.
With love in their hearts, these firefighters can continue to help the community.
Also in Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers in Xinyi district of Taipei City have made 2,000 vegetarian zongzi to celebrate the upcoming Dragon Boat Festival. They delivered the zongzi to recycling volunteers and community residents. Let's take a look.
包了爱心，又包了呢，让人家吃的平安的祝福，这是很有意义的事情呢。
Soaking and frying a glutinous rice, in addition to washing bamboo leaves, are part of the preparation for wrapping zongzi. To make healthy zongzi, one has to be choosy about the ingredients.
有放一些腰果。
We added some cashew nuts, light vegetarian chicken nuggets, preserved vegetables, snow lotus seeds, and mushrooms. We hope to touch the plate with the good ingredients.
感动众生。
The vegetarian zongzi are plump and full thanks to the volunteers' experience.
When I was little, I learned the ways to wrap zongzi from my mother. We need to sew this part and press it down, then sew this part and press the other side. This way, the zongzi will be very beautiful.
The temperature in the kitchen is higher than outside. Volunteers deliver 2,000 vegetarian zongzi to recycling volunteers and community residents.
感恩香积师姐每年都这么用心包了粽子，非常好吃，谢谢感恩。谢谢你哦，菩萨。
有你真好啊，你还成就我们。
我们来送。
We come to give recycling volunteers the vegetarian zongzi we made. We want them to receive our blessed wishes.
平安。
Giving out vegetarian zongzi, the volunteers are also providing love and care at the same time.
In Pingdong Ren'ai Elementary, Tzu Chi volunteer Li Yuyan is the role model for all the teachers and students. She has spinocerebellar atrophy, but she practiced doing recycling for the past 30 years. She has led not only her family, but the whole school to practice doing recycling. Let's take a look at her story.
做环保都要哈嘛？
对呀，对呀，因为要处理呀。
这个车上都是你做的啊？
对呀。
Pushing a trolley full of recyclable items to the recycling classroom, Li Yuyan finished sorting them quickly.
说辛苦是一份心呐，要不然这你说累也是累啊。对。
Renai Elementary School has been practicing good recycling habits. Once every 2 months, there will be a recycling truck coming to collect them. This is not her job as a janitor, but as a Tzu Chi volunteer, she always arrives early to do recycling.
喜欢动，我闲不住的人。
I like to move around and I have quick hands. I feel that doing recycling is a simple task. Moreover, I have a place to store all the recyclables. I cannot affect the working hours of other staffs, so I only use the time in the morning or my rest day to do recycling.
She does it hands-on, and her passion towards recycling moved the hearts of all the teachers and students.
With her actions, promoting recycling in the school has been an easy task. Even the thank you cards by the students also have drawings of her doing recycling. She has been doing recycling for the past 30 years. Although she has spinocerebellar atrophy and often faints, but her way to live with this illness is by doing recycling. Her mother's house is also a recycling spot, where both of them carry out recycling together.
Dismantling the paper boxes. With my help, we'll finish the job quickly.
Doing recycling from home to school, she seizes every moment to carry out her duty, making her life very meaningful and fruitful. Next, we take a look in China's Suzhou. In response to the government's implementation of garbage sorting policy on June this year, volunteers cooperated with the community to invite the public to learn sorting recyclables, helping establish environmental awareness concepts in the community.
Starting in June, Suzhou, China, strictly enforced garbage sorting. In order to implement the policy, Tzu Chi volunteers and the community jointly organized an environmental protection event.
Today, I'm very happy to interact with community residents for environmental protection. The community committee has been supporting us all along and also let volunteers host a garbage sorting event.
From putting labels on the right recyclable containers to the actual practice, it has been carefully designed to let the public understand how to practice garbage sorting in real life.
Tzu Chi Foundation has developed a long-term relationship of mutual assistance with us for more than 10 years. They support our garbage sorting and scientific environmental protection events very much. Let's join together to protect the earth.
A question and answer session was also held at the venue to test how much the public knows about environmental protection.
One is for harmful things, one is for recyclables, and there's one for kitchen waste and one for other garbage. Actually, we can do it.
Plastic bottles are made of petroleum, so we need to bring our own cup when we go out.
Caring for the environment starts with changing our habits. Environmental awareness has been rooted in the community. We can save our planet by doing small actions daily.
In Xiamen, China, a recycling volunteer, Zhou Qingsen, is over 70 years old. Every day, he always takes a bamboo pole with him to the store for recycling. Everyone admired his good health. He feels fortunate that he could encounter Tzu Chi at his later years and continue to shoulder his pole into a happy old age.
A 70-year-old Zhou Qingsen's figure is still straight. Every day he brings a bamboo pole and takes 2 buses.
Someone asked who could come to Jimei to report every day, and I said I could. First, I have time. Second, I don't need money to travel by bus.
A bamboo pole carries Zhou Qingsen into a happy old age.
No matter how, it is good for all beings, good for the earth. What I touched, I will contribute my little efforts to do them. Then I won't have regret.
After his wife passed away, he moved to Xiamen to live with his daughter. His daughter is a Tzu Chi volunteer and took him to the recycling station as a volunteer. Since then, Zhou Qingsen's retirement has been different. At the recycling station, he is willing to do anything. He goes back and forth to the recycling station twice a day to deliver recycling items. Under the hot weather, Though he was sweating, he did not feel tired.
He showed us a bamboo pole to carry the items that young people couldn't. Any money sold by recyclables will be donated.
At both ends of the pole, he can hang things solidly.
When tied here, the rope cannot be knotted without being reversed. If it is a slip knot, it will loosen. So Uncle uses this method very well. He fixes a point here and puts a fulcrum to keep things from falling apart.
After doing recycling at Tzu Chi, he embarrassed a vegetarian diet. He eats multi-grain rice and climbs mountains for fitness every day, making his life simple and meaningful.
In China, Tzu Chi volunteers from Dalian, Liaoning have gone to clean up Hehua mountain. There was much garbage at the mountain's camping grounds. The volunteers not only cleaned up the garbage, they also educated the public. Let's join them there.
明天再有人来到这里的时候，看到这里面是一片干净的土地哈。
The flat ground in the mountains is tourists' favorite camping area. Looking closely, one sees all kinds of garbage people have left behind.
Sometimes we feel that it's convenient to hold hot food in it. This way, we don't need to use plates. We just throw them away after using them. Do you know how many years it takes for it to biodegrade? 500 years.
不管是所有的东西。
Items your hands have touched, we should keep them clean. Even if we need to throw things away, we should make sure this piece of them is not polluted.
这个大地没有那个污染。
City volunteers patiently convinced the people in the camping area.
我们离开这里的时候呢？
When we leave this place, we want to make sure we do not leave trash on the camping ground. Can we do it? I am very grateful for your support.
确确实实很感动啊。
I'm deeply touched. This is a way to lead a compassionate life, and this is what we want. We are willing to do so.
For instance, it's wrong for us to ask vendors for more plastic bags. When we buy groceries, we should prepare our own reusable bags. We should prepare something we can reuse, thus suffer ourselves and become good citizens with environmental awareness.
As the epidemic slowed down, Tzu Chi volunteers in Liaoning and Dalian cooperated with a local company to host a beach cleaning activity in order to promote environmental protection. Volunteers also prepared exquisite vegetarian dishes to promote vegetarianism.
Under high temperature, everyone is picking up garbage along the coastline. Dalian Tzu Chi volunteers and enterprises jointly launched a beach cleaning activity. More than 200 people showed their determination to care for the environment with action. Many families took the advantages of the good weather to go to the beach. Volunteers designed interactive activities mindfully.
It's the first time after the epidemic. Now our seashore is open for tourists to visit. We also want to try going to the nature to promote vegetarianism and environmental protection to the tourists and residents.
Environmental protection is one of the most concerned issues of the whole society, which has been well developed and everyone has got their benefits. However, environmental pollution has posed a heavy burden that is difficult to recover for the following generations.
Today, I've picked up much garbage for our Mother Earth and have pledged to go meatless. I promise to have a vegetarian meals for 3 days a week.
The red one is made of rose with red flower, and this white one is white chocolate.
To promote vegetarianism, volunteers have prepared special dishes, and each one was well received by everyone.
The food provided by our company is mostly vegetarian. When the employees consume vegetarian food, they will realize vegetarian food can be so delicious, so they will promote it to our customers. To this, I have benefited a lot.
It is better to promote this green concept of positive energy in many ways. We can also have a long-term cooperation in the future. Let's work together to make it possible.
Do you agree to have a vegetarian food 3 days or 2 days a week? Please raise your hand if you agree.
Starting from embracing vegetarianism, protecting the earth is not just a slogan, but can be practiced in real life.
In Malaysia, due to the pandemic, many people lost their jobs and life has been hard. Tzu Chi volunteers organized an aid and cash distribution to help the low-income families weather through the storm, spreading love and bringing hope to those in need. Volunteers also took the opportunity to promote vegetarianism and also the Bamboo Bank, hoping these aid receivers can turn from receivers into givers, helping others who are also in need. Due to the pandemic, many low-income families in Malaysia are facing a shortage of food. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers immediately provided aid supplies to help them resolve the current situation.
It's of great help. I thought there were only rice and food supplies, but just now I saw there's also cash. I'm very touched.
Due to the pandemic, Mr. Wun's wife is stuck in China. Therefore, he has to also play a role of a mother and take care of his 2 children. The appearance of Tzu Chi volunteers have brought a slight of relief for him.
As market vendors, our income is based on working on a daily basis. If we go out to work, then there's income. And we have no savings because the market for the past few years has not been well. So we can't even have any savings.
And for some, the first thing they do after they receive the cash aid is to pay for their house rent.
Actually, it's my brother who helps me pay my rent and buys me vegetables.
When the main source of income falls down in a family, we can feel your hardship, needing to take care of so many children. But it's all right, now you have us. If there's any problem, you can always tell us.
The rear compartment of the car is filled with vegetables. Tzu Chi volunteers took the opportunity to promote vegetarianism and Bamboo Bank while carrying out the distribution.
Doing charity is not only for the rich. The master said that if you sow little seeds of kindness daily, the society will be a better place.
To sow a seed of kindness in the Bamboo Bank every day, it is hoped that those who receive help can turn their palms downwards to also help others that are in need. Residents from Singapore and Malaysia, as long as they have work permits, can travel between the 2 countries. However, during the epidemic time, many people's work has been affected. In our next report, we'll introduce you to 2 Malaysian volunteers who adjusted their mindset to face the epidemic. Let's learn more about their stories.
After the epidemic broke out to carry out work in Singapore, Wang King Fai hurried and moved with his family from Malaysia to Singapore.
I feel helpless now. I cannot do anything about it. Since I rushed, there was not enough time. I did not even bring my Tzu Chi uniform.
The epidemic has also disrupted his work. Wang's employer in Singapore has announced temporarily halt from work. He quickly adjusted his mindset and helped with household responsibilities.
They've started to reduce our salaries. My income has reduced by 25%. I cannot go to work, so I stay at home. My wife and my children are busy all day, so there is a little change. I took up the responsibilities to cook at home.
Wang cooks very well. He also calms his anxious mind through participating in online study sessions.
My social circle is centered around Tzu Chi. Recently, we have had a lot of online study sessions. My Dharma family communicates with me every day. We held video conferencing every night, so we can share our thoughts on the Sutra of Innumerable Meanings.
Meanwhile, another Malaysia Tzu Chi volunteer, Lim Lip Hip, has also chosen to stay in Singapore to work during the epidemic time. When he misses home, he watches DaAi TV programs.
I do not feel lonely because there are online courses and DaAi TV programs. It's not as bad. I just hope people will adopt a vegetarian diet, even a meal a day.
These volunteers keep in touch through online study sessions. They do not let the epidemic hinder their spiritual growth.
Do you have constipation issues? Some people on the internet say that drinking Coke can improve constipation, as carbonation and ice can stimulate the intestines. Is this really true? To learn more, we asked both a gastroenterologist and a traditional Chinese medicine doctor to find the answer.
During the heat of summer, a glass of cola is very enticing to many people. On the internet, there are even some rumors that cola can alleviate constipation. Is this true?
The ice and bubbles may actually irritate the stomach. Cola is a high-sugar, high-calorie beverage. It also contains caffeine, which can cause heart palpitations, so we don't recommend it.
This false remedy may also lead to obesity. Constipation can be caused by a lack of enough water, eating too little high-fiber foods, lack of exercise, sitting for a long time, or suffering from hypertension and a nervous disposition, or taking medication.
These include gastric tablets containing calcium ions or some pain medicines with morphine-like analgesic ingredients. When some go to squat down on the toilet, they may need to use a lot of strength. This is considered to be constipation. The other factor is to look at the frequency. 3 times a week or less, or the type of stool being very hard is also considered constipation.
Doctors recommend reducing the consumption of meat and fried foods and eating more fruits and vegetables with fiber as the mainstay to adjust one's diet. Chinese medicine recommends 3 kinds of tea to improve constipation. The first is Lai Fu Zi tea, which is made from the seeds of a radish.
It can eliminate flatulence and can reduce phlegm and gas. It is suitable for elderly who stay in bed for a long time. It can help parts of the stomach that are less peristaltic and or flatulence prone.
The second type is cassia, which can be brewed with hot water.
Its nature is relatively cool. It is suitable for modern people with high stress and those having trouble passing stool.
The third is a blend of honey and sesame seeds plus milk. The taste of this drink can be easily accepted by the general public.
Sesame seeds are used because the oil of the seeds has a laxative effect. Then honey can enhance its effects at relieving constipation. Some people are lactose intolerant, so for these people, adding milk is not recommended.
In addition to these drinks which can alleviate constipation, doctors remind everyone about the importance of developing good habits. For example, 30 minutes of exercise 5 times a week can help one avoid the discomfort of painful bowel movements.
Tzu Chi volunteers in central Taiwan made multi-grain zongzi to be given to the policemen and firemen for the upcoming Dragon Boat Festival. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you and goodbye.